Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. There are states out there that are better than others when it comes to additional benefits for veterans. I wanted to dive into that because there are ways in which you can move to a more veteran-friendly state. It's crossed many of our minds, I am sure, and usually the hardest part is finding the right job in the given state you want to move. So I'm going to do a couple things here. One, I'm going to highlight how you can leverage VA benefits in order to help you leapfrog into a better state, better situation, maybe a much better financial situation, more benefits that could be good for you in that state. And I'm going to talk about how that can work, give you an example, then we'll jump into the best states for disabled veterans, which I found here that just came out August 5th of 2025, so I wanted to share that as well. All right, so number one is now that the federal government is back up and running and open, that means that the VA is also back up and running, and they are going to be opening back up the VR&E program, Veterans Readiness and Employment. This is a huge program that is often overlooked, and you can really leverage that, and I'll dive in a little bit on the basic qualifications, but the gist of it is if you have any service-connected condition, 10% or higher, that is inhibiting your ability to continue and maintain your current line of work, and you need to be retrained into something else, you can leverage that. The great example that I love using is the Automotive Dealership Institute. They will train you in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. They will train you in 4 weeks to be a finance manager. Then they leverage their nationwide network to help get you job placed with a 90% landing rate for that new job within 90 days. This is huge. Now, there's a couple different things about this because, one, while you're going through the VR&E program for the Automotive Dealership Institute 4-week program, which also you can utilize your post 9/11 GI Bill, the one thing here is becoming a finance manager. If you look at the nation, right? So, I mean, obviously some are much less and some can be higher, but the average is $200,000 a year. That is huge in itself. Then when you couple in the fact that they will help get you job placed, now you're job placed somewhere, and that is the hardest part in trying to find a new place to live if it's far from where you currently are. So like moving to another state, for example. So they are there for you every step of the way. I'm going to tell you a couple things about the Automotive Dealership Institute. The Automotive Dealership Institute has a veteran liaison that is there for you. Look, information's free. Make a phone call. Have a conversation. They have testimonials on their website. I've had people on this channel regarding their experience, and everybody has great things to say about the Automotive Dealership Institute. I'll put all their information in the description and in the comments. Again, I would just call, have a conversation, 877-222-7107. And they train you with the real live software systems that are used. They give you credit reports to look at, all of that stuff, and they bring you up to speed, which is why they have the 90% success rate within 90 days for job placement. It's huge. When it comes to the VA and the VR&E program, there's another little snippet here, and I'm not going to dial it in exactly. I'm just going to give you an overview, not exact numbers. But when you go through VR&E, Veterans Readiness and Employment, they will pay you a subsistence allowance. That subsistence allowance, if you're going to training full-time, is around $1,000 a month if you have a dependent or two. However, if you have any amount of post 9/11 GI Bill remaining, they will mirror that amount for you while you're going through the program. They have it capped at about, I don't know, maybe $3,300 or so, $3,400 a month capped if you have post 9/11 GI Bill remaining. So very, very important second aspect. Now let's jump into this. Around 5.5 million veterans in the U.S. are living with service-connected disabilities, according to the last data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And really, we can imagine that it's actually higher than that. I've seen numbers into the six millions. So although benefits for these injured veterans are available nationwide, there are still some states that provide better living conditions and support systems than others. To highlight the best states for veterans with disabilities and the states that need to improve the most, Smile Hub compared each of the 50 states using 22 key metrics. The data set ranges from the number of veterans' charities per capita to the total VA spending per veteran to the share of disabled veterans. In addition, if you want to support disabled veterans around the country but don't know where to donate or what have you, my suggestion is reach out to your local VFW, American Legion, Marine Corps League, DAV, whatever organizations are there. They tend to receive and hold on to donations, and then they use them for the veterans and spouses and dependents in the geographic area that typically are experiencing some sort of a hardship. All right, so let's go through some of these. They have them again ranked, and the total score that they're and they got three different things, three different kind of benchmarks here that they're using to come up with their total score. Health and rehabilitation access rank, infrastructure and community support rank, and economic stability and long-term security rank. Now, my suggestion is if any of these states, especially these top 10, are interesting to you, go directly to that state's Veterans Services or Veterans Affairs Department at the state level. Okay, it's a state agency, not a federal agency. Oftentimes it's still called Veterans Affairs, but it could be Veterans Services or Military and Veterans Services, stuff like that. Find it at the state level and see what benefits that state offers. All right, so number 1 is Florida. Number 2, Virginia. Number 3 is Texas. 4 is Maryland. 5 is New Hampshire. 6 is Wyoming. 7 is Maine. 8 is Massachusetts. 9 is Illinois. 10 is Alaska. That's the top 10 according to Smile Hub's version of what is best for veterans. And I'll tell you, it depends, right? At the end of the day, it depends on your individual needs. Do you need a robust healthcare system that is really focused in on some specifics? Well, maybe there's a VA medical center that is partnered up with a prestigious university, and that's where you need to be close to, right? That might be the best for you. Maybe on the other hand, you don't need that, but you have some children that you would like to get through higher education. And there could be a state that offers dependent children, for example, a free college ride, essentially. Okay, so California would be a good one. Texas has something similar. There's other states out there as well. So it really depends on the circumstances and the situation. So let's move on. We'll just keep going in order here until we get to the end. And I'd love to get your thoughts. Again, it's all through the lens, right? It's through the lens of what you are looking for, what's important to you. So number 11 is Colorado, 12 Pennsylvania, 13 South Carolina, 14 New Jersey, 15 is Hawaii, 16 is Nebraska, 17 North Dakota, 18 Oklahoma, California comes in at 19, 20 is Minnesota, 21 is Alabama, and I'll throw this out there. Probably cost of living really isn't a factor. It's more about veteran resources is kind of what this is alluding to. So 20 is Minnesota, 21 is Alabama, 22 is Montana, 23 West Virginia, 24 Arkansas, 25 North Carolina, 26 is Georgia, cresting the midway mark here. 27 is New York, 28 is Kentucky, 29 Washington, 30 is South Dakota. 31 is Missouri, 32 Louisiana, 33 Rhode Island, 34 Michigan, 35 Arizona, 36 is Oregon, 37 is Tennessee, followed by 38, which is Ohio, 39 Utah, and 40 is Indiana. All right, so let's get these last 10. Iowa is 41, 42 is Connecticut, 43 Wisconsin, 44 Idaho, 45 New Mexico, 46 Nevada, 40, but you could double your paycheck in Nevada. 47 if you go to the casino, right? Anyway, 47 Kansas, and 48 is Delaware. 49 is Vermont, followed by Mississippi, which takes up last spot here. So again, love to get your comments. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.